going on, Tigard? My name is Leandro Barrientos. We are here on the corner of Hall Boulevard, right next to La Real Taqueria. We're about to go visit the Good Cake Bakery in our celebration of Hispanic Heritage Month 2022, which will be capping off with El Tigre Fest, October 15th. Come join me. We're about to go meet Jay and Edgar, the owners and bakers of the Good Cake Bakery. Come on in. Hola, Ciudad de Tigard. Hello, Tigard. We are celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month. My name is Leandro Barrientos, and today we are at the Good Cake Bakery right here on the corner of Hall Boulevard, and I'm talking to Edgar. ¿Cómo estás?
Edgar, Leandro.
Edgar.
Muy bien, bienvenido aquí a Good Cake Bakery.
Gracias por tenerlos. Yo quiero saber cuándo empiezan a hacer todo esto para el día siguiente.
Abrimos a las 6 de la mañana, empezamos. Todo el día estamos preparando nuestras cosas para el día siguiente llegar y empezar a hornear también todo el día, empezar todos los días.
Entonces, todo fresco.
Todo fresco. Todo.
Tienen el horno aquí atrás.
Todo lo hacemos aquí atrás, todo tenemos para prepararnos. Trabajamos duro para tener todas las cosas frescas día con día.
¿Cuándo empezaste en la cocina?
Desde pequeño estoy metido en esto. Prácticamente nací en un canasto, podría decirlo.
¿Hacen panes, hacen dulces, pero también pasteles?
Sí, hacemos pasteles para cualquier tipo de ocasión, hasta para divorcios si ustedes gustan. Hacemos para todo tipo de festejo. Tenemos un extenso menú para pasteles. Tenemos más de 25 sabores en pasteles, que por lo regular en ningún otro lado tienen tantos.
Y estabas compartiendo conmigo en tu teléfono que puedes mandar un diseño que quieres hacer a pastel. Me mostraste uno que era los Minions.
Ya, sí, tenemos ese, hacemos pasteles que de diseño, pues ustedes nos pueden mandar en 3D, lo podemos hacer algunos, no todos, pero sí podemos hacer unos 3D o lo podemos hacer nada más personalizado al gusto que nos manden la figura o lo que nos manden, pero sí trabajamos con diseños personalizados.
¿Y hay unas formas que la comunidad de Tigard puede apoyar el negocio y la panadería?
Visitándonos.
Ok.
Visitándonos es como mejor nos pueden ayudar.
A huevo.
Tiene que venir, probar nuestro trabajo. Esa es la mejor forma de que nos pueda ayudar.
Perfecto. Y si quieren hacer un pastel para un divorcio, llama.
Adelante. Hasta les doy un 20% de descuento si es por un divorcio.
For such a small space, I'm really impressed with how you've utilized it as far as like, this is a full spread baking, not just your daily breads, but you do special event cakes, you do weddings, quinceañeras. What got you to this point in your business as far as like, how did it expand? Where did it start up from? Like, could you kind of give us some of your journey?
Well, the bakery is my happy place. So this to me is what I wanted to do. Essentially, we wanted it to be a Mexican niche market. But of course, I loved the cake part of it. And so we started kind of vamping into everything else. And I think we have a good variety. We can keep it with your traditional Mexican pastries. We try to keep it as traditional as possible. We also offer like eclairs. We have croissants, you know. We started making the famous churro cheesecake, which is really delicious, even if I do make it myself.
Churro cheesecake.
Churro cheesecake.
It's the best of both worlds.
I agree.
Churro cheesecake. So
Yeah.
cinnamon,
a cheesecake baked into the center of it, and then drizzled with cajeta, because you have to have your dulce de leche,
cajeta.
and then chocolate ganache.
Wow.
Just to make it look pretty.
Yeah, some of these, I've never even heard of that combination before. I mean, it's kind of like the best of both worlds, but also it seems like you're like improvising and pioneering a lot of different kind of baking techniques, because I see a lot of the traditional baking stuff that you see on like Food Network with the fondant, but you're also based in like a traditional panaderia Mexican culture.
We like to think of ourselves always as a panaderia because essentially that's our center core of all of our stuff. That's our bread and butter, I guess you can say.
No pun intended.
There you go.
There is bread and butter though.
There's plenty of it. City of Tigard was just amazing on every aspect. We came in to visit, and by the time we were here, our second visit, 3 people had already approached us. We hear you're bringing in the bakery. And I was like, how do you guys know? It was funny. So we decided to establish here, and now we've been here for 4.5 years.
That's fantastic. I'm super glad that you did land in Tigard. I feel like just for what you're offering, not only for the Latino Hispanic community, but just for the community in general, it's very unique, and it's awesome to see kind of like your creativity in mixing traditional flavors with like more nuanced kind of like flavors. Speaking of like the community and your customer base, I know the name of the bakery is Good Cake Bakery, which off the bat, if you were to walk by and someone from the Hispanic community, they'd be like, oh, that's not a panaderia. Can you tell me a little bit about like how you've been able to identify your market and then grow that market base?
It's definitely been word of mouth. The name, essentially, when I was doing my research, it said, you want people to know what you are, what to expect, and the kind of market you're in. And I was like, okay, they can expect good cake and we're a bakery. So I figured, let's put it out there. But as much as we were so excited about the name, essentially it kind of backfired on us. Because for the first part of probably the first 6-8 months, we were not getting that market we were looking for. And although we were getting customers in, they were like, oh, there's Mexican bread in here. And I was like, that's the best part.
If I were to come in here and I've never heard of Mexican baked goods, and I've never heard of the Good Cake Bakery, what are the top 3 things that you would recommend to me or anybody else that's coming in here?
So essentially, I always recommend our conchitas because it's our most traditional bread.
Got it.
But because it's summer, elephant ears are great. You get that traditional flavor, they're crunchy, and I love crunchy when I eat, so those are my go-to ones.
And then what's your third one?
Our empanadas, those are super popular. We go through those probably like on a daily basis. So yeah, the empanadas. Bavarian empanadas are my favorite, but customers really enjoy the strawberry and the pineapple one.
Strawberry and pineapple. So a lot of flavors. And this isn't strawberry, by the way.
No, actually, so this was my revamping of our niño envuelto, which niño envuelto translated is a swaddled baby.
Swaddled baby.
I always find that so funny. It's guayaba today.
Guava.
Guava.
Beautiful.
Yeah, and then it has your traditional coconut finish.
So you want to try some new flavors that it looks like a strawberry, doesn't taste like a strawberry.
No.
Come on down to the Good Cake Bakery.
Yeah.
Try Jay's top 3. Thank you so much for having us. This has been awesome.
Thank you for coming in.
Yeah.
We really appreciate the time.
And yeah, we're glad that you're here, and we hope the Tigard community comes out, supports, and continues celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month, which is September 15th to October 15th. And we're celebrating the end of it with El Tigre Fest.